you, Father, for my day, for my day. Don't ever let them try to pull you down and push your vision away. No way. Thank you, Father.
Hi, my name is Nailah Blackman. I'm a singer-songwriter, daughter of Abby Blackman and granddaughter of the late great Rashford Diary. So I kind of grew up in a musical family. So that's where I started singing at the age of 2. Yeah, at the age of 2. My mom entered me into this little calypso competition, and I kind of did that throughout like primary school and high school and stuff, just, you know, for fun or whatever. And by the age of 11, when I was in Form 1, it sort of became me, you know, my thing. It was more than just, you know, singing, because she would write all my songs when I was younger, my mother. She would write all my songs, and she would sing, she would write about things that, I mean, not to bash or anything, but I wasn't too interested in, you know. And I always like the idea of words, because I think words are very like appealing. The way they are put together, you know, it makes you feel like kind of like in a movie. So I always had a problem like reading, and I was very dyslexic at a young age. So it was hard for me, and reading poetry was one thing that like kind of put me as like off the edge with like the academic stuff. So when I started reading poetry, I wanted to write it, and then I'm a singer already, so I wanted to sing it, and it just became more natural. My siblings, my brother and my older sister, they always felt like music was something they had to do, because we grew up in a musical family. Everybody sings, everybody plays an instrument, everybody does it. So it's like you have to do it. You have a voice, you have to sing, you know. And one day I woke up and I'm like, wait, I love to sing. You know, I love this. Like, I'm not doing it for my mom or for my family, you know. I'm doing it for me. And so I started writing about just, you know, things you do happen in school, bacchanal, you know, all the stuff that happens in my life. And after a while, it became like a platform for me to vent, like, you know, all the things I was going through. Like, if mommy tell me I can't go somewhere, you know, I'd be like, you don't understand me, you know. It just be like a way for me to express myself. And I'm a very, very emotional person, so God alone knows I needed some forum to express myself. Very dramatic. Yeah, so that's why I started writing. And as I wrote just about little things, like it became deeper as I grew older, and I had more material to work with, more conflict, more serious issues, you know, more responsibility. And when I was 12, I was in my aunt's band. She had a gospel band, and she thought, you know, it was a good way for me to like get out, start performing more, not just as, you know, when carnival time come around, go a little calypso competition, but, you know, as an all-time thing, you know, to do it all the time. Every weekend I have a show, you know. I wasn't raised very Christian, so me in her band was basically me conforming to what she was doing and like her way of living. And obviously if you're preaching something, you kind of have to live it too. So she thought it was like a good way for me to like not go on the wrong track. So that was a big experience for me, being in a band. I think I left a band when I was 14, no, 15. I can't remember, 15 or 14. But I became so like being a Christian band and not being a Christian was really restricting to me. You know, it was really restricting us in terms of like what I write about, and feeling guilty about like feeling things that like, you know, Christian people shouldn't speak about. And, you know, it was just all too prude for me. you know. So I left her band, and she also thought, you know, I reached a certain point where I could manage myself, as in like the person I am, as not doing bad things, bad things. So you know, she thought that it would be better if I had the freedom to express myself and my music, because being in her band, her gospel band, was just not enough for my writing skills and my talent. So that's when I really started writing, like hardcore writing. At the age of 14, I was really I really got involved, as in every issue you could probably think about. Like, started reading papers, not because I wanted to, because my mom forced me, you know, just showing that I care about other things other than what normal teenagers care about, like love and party, and, you know, you have to be a little wide, like broad-minded. So, yeah, that's where I started writing, and that's pretty much my story from there. I'd like to know if you ever think about what we were. I'd like to know if you ever got a heartache to let go. Did it ever hurt to hear my name? Did you ever feel like going insane? 'Cause I did, 'cause I did, 'cause I did. So I'd like to know if you ever cried yourself to sleep. I'd like to know how many things you still, was it even worth all the pain? If you got a chance, would you do it again, do it again, do it again? See, it's not easy for everybody. It's not easy for everybody. So I'd like to know, I'd like to know, I'd like to know. How could you be so hollow? How could you be so hollow? How could you be so, how could you be so hollow? Hollow, hollow. See, it's not easy for everybody. It's not easy for everybody. So I'd like to know, I'd like to know, I'd like to know. How could you be so hollow? How could you be so hollow? How could you be so, how could you be so hollow? Hollow, hollow. So, Judah asked me this question: what does self-made mean to me? And I found that was a very, very hard question. It makes you think a lot, because you think, what is self-made, you know? I've been thinking about this for months now, because I've been talking to her for like since April, and it's still lingered in my mind. What is self-made, you know? So there's no real perfect answer to this question, but basically, self-made to me would be you are self-motivated, self-sufficient in as much as you could be for yourself, and your dreams and aspiration and your will force basically drive the person that you want to become, or you are in yourself already, but the world doesn't know it yet, you know. Hi, I am Nailah Blackman, and I am self-made. Beautiful, even though we run on bow, and our jack was run on oil. We wanna live up in the tower, and let our soul be destroyed by money, love, drugs, dies, lost love. I've been consumed by them all. Money dies, drugs dies, lost dies, and I've been consumed by them all. Consumed so quick.